This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake it, body.
Wake your punk ass up. That crust out your eyes.
Because there might be a dead body on our hill.
Wow, man. Just that clip alone sounds really scary and intriguing. That's a clip from a movie called Digging for Fire, which is out Friday, August 25th.
That's correct.
And in theaters, and it'll also be available on demand. And it stars someone who, for certain, from the trajectory of his career, will one day be an Oscar-winning actor. I'm for sure. This dude makes me laugh all the time. The one and only Jake Johnson is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. I don't know about that Oscar.
Yo, Jake, come on, man.
Speaking into existence.
Yes, man.
Yeah,
You've done the footwork, man.
Yeah.
Jake Johnson, people don't realize, as funny as you are, but you know you're a well-trained actor. You went to Tisch, right?
Yeah, well, everything with me is a kinda.
Oh,
You know, I went to Tisch for 2 years to study some writing.
okay.
But whatever I went at, I never got that. So
Okay.
I'd written a bunch of scripts and no one wanted them. So then I said, like, well, all right. And I'd written a bunch of plays here in New York and no one would produce them.
Okay.
So then I said, like, well, then I'll act in them. And I was acting in them to showcase the writing. But it didn't work out that way. I started getting jobs as an actor.
Wow.
So I was like, all right, I'll take it. And so even now, like Digging for Fire, what I'm doing with these is, you know, I'm co-writing them with the director.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the kind of writing in this new independent movie world where we just have a 3-page outline. And then we bring all these talented people in and we tell them, you know, a loose outline and we let people improvise. And we shot this movie in 15 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
What the frick?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Is that
Unheard of.
is that the new style? You know, when I remember when Curb Your Enthusiasm
Yes.
first came out, right? And we couldn't tell if that was scripted, if it was written, if it was improv.
Totally improvised.
Totally. Well, do you feel like that was the turning point in how people made TV?
I think it's interesting. I think there's obviously always going to be different styles. And like I did obviously Jurassic World, which we were talking about. We're not improvising Jurassic World.
Yeah, that's all written. Like you get your head bit off by
That's
a Rex
right.
or something.
We're not just like improvising
Okay.
some dinosaur killing you.
Okay.
But on other things like Curb or with this, we figured we've got the equipment. We can shoot this movie the way we want to do it. We've got enough money for 15 days.
Yeah.
We could sit behind a computer and write someone's words, or we could get someone like Sam Rockwell or Mike Birbiglia, who are really talented, and let's see what they bring to the table. And I know that's what Curb was doing, where
Yeah.
Larry's going to oversee it, and on Digging, Joe Swanberg, our director, oversees it. But now let's let talent be talent.
So what if talent isn't that great at improv? And I'm sure that happens, right?
Then you're in a danger zone.
Okay, so did that happen during the making of this movie where you had, hey, let's try another approach?
No, that's a great question. But on something like this, because we didn't have a big studio financing it, so we were able to cast exactly who we wanted. Now that happens when you have like a big studio movie.
Yeah.
And, you know, Let's Be Cops, for example. And I'm not saying any names. But when you've got a big studio movie and people get thrown in and then we're improvising that movie, you know, you got a Damon Wayans Jr. killing it, you got Keegan killing it,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you got somebody and you're like, all right, man, let's try that one again. Let's talk this out.
Awkward.
I'm not
That's
killing
awkward.
anybody. I'm giving an example.
Oh, give me a name.
Damon Wayans Jr.
You know what? And it's funny you
I'm
say
killing
that.
my buddy Damon.
Yeah, because we actually had him on the show, and we brought up, will there be another Let's Be Cops, movie?
Right.
And amongst other horrible things he said about you, this is what he said.
I don't think we're gonna make another one until they stop, really smoking black dudes. I personally don't want to make another one until, because I feel like I'll be betraying my people. You know
what? That's some real life shit from a real life nigga. And
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I'm a real life nigga,
guess
my nigga.
I'm kind of disappointed, but when you give me an answer like that,
But here's the thing is that me and the dude who I did the movie with, we're developing our own movie, which is gonna be 10 times funnier than that. So
What's that cat's name?
Jake Johnson.
He's a funny motherfucker.
Yeah, he's funny as
Yeah, no, Damon's my guy. Man.
No, he's your guy now. You just shitted on him, man. No, he's your guy. All right, go. Just watch this. Tracy?
Hey. Right on cue. So you know what I'm wondering? If you have a lot of actors come in and they're doing the bulk of the writing is improv work, do they get paid more?
No.
Oh.
No, but that's part of it. So
Okay.
I'm on this technically, written by. but no one's making money on these. So these are all like union rules. The idea of where the money can come from is if one of these is successful, everybody has back-end points. So what we do is we basically say to somebody, we only need you for a couple days, but we'll give you equity in the film. You'll own part of it.
Oh.
What we haven't really broke through yet is if you can make a movie like this that has a story engine that people can really connect to, and you make a movie for $500,000, and if that movie makes $10 million or $15 million, well, now all of a sudden for 2 to 3 days of work of improvising, you might be able to get a check.
I see ya.
It hasn't happened yet.
Right, I'm waiting for that part. Okay, noted.
But that's the kind of idea of it. That's the kind of exciting game of it.
Well,
Right.
while you're here, Jake, I just thought I might as well take full advantage of this moment since you're a writer and actor, producer. You know, DB right here, he's he's recently taken a shot at stand-up comedy. We forced him to do it because he needed purpose for this show.
I don't get equity.
Oh my god.
He doesn't get equity. He doesn't get shit. But he gets encouragement.
I mean, what a setup for this guy.
Like when you look at series like Orange Is the New Black, they got a bunch of new actors that come on board, and it's a big success. Do you give people like him opportunities? You know, like in this situation.
Yeah. Well, you said he's a stand-up.
Yeah.
Let's see some of that routine. Let's
Go
put you
for
on
it,
the
DB.
spot.
Tell a joke.
All right. Let's see. I was doing a joke about Bruce Jenner being Caitlyn Jenner now, and I was saying, speaking of movies, she should be in a remake of Dick Tracy. They should just call it Tracy.
That's disrespectful to me. What about me?
Pretty good.
You bug juice. Your name is fucking bug juice. You
Shut up, Heather. That's your first words in this interview? Shut up.
I gotta say, if you put on the spot, he came up with a big guy. I think you can get a job.
Okay,
man.
see, all right, cool. I'm his manager. All right, if you got any questions for Jake Johnson, 888-742-3345. Give us a call.
Dinosaurs, real dinosaurs. That's kind of enough.
Please don't wear it again.
Yeah, wasn't gonna.
You always need that nerd in these kind of movies, right? That was from Jurassic World. Jake Johnson is here, and he kind of played. You were like a technician guy, or
Yeah, I was the control room guy.
the control room guy who wore the actual Jurassic Park T-shirt, and reminiscent of all the people who got ate by dinosaurs. And then he had a really powerful scene in there, man, that just really took the movie to a whole nother level.
Say word.
Yeah, it was when everybody was evacuating the facility, and because the dinosaurs were going crazy, they created this super stupid dinosaur that was just invincible. And just when people were about to leave, he took his stab at a woman that he had been, really eyeing on. And I was wondering, with Heather right here.
Oh, we're gonna live that scene.
Let's do it.
Can we reenact it?
Yeah, but I want to be the director of this one.
No.
See, I'm the visitor. There's some old stuff here.
That won't work. That's like my sister. That's gross.
We bonded already.
But he went to give a girl a kiss, and she said to you when you thought this was it.
Yeah.
Final moments of your life. This is it. I'm going for it. And you what did you say to her? Do you remember?
I don't remember because we improvised the dialogue there.
Oh, okay.
But what I remember is the director told me. See, we shot that scene a few different ways.
Yeah.
The director, I did an independent movie with a few years back called Safety Not Guaranteed, so I'd known him.
Okay.
And we did this, and he said he wants this big, hero studio movie moment, and he's gonna shoot it with a camera pushing in, and then he's like, then this nerdy guy stands up, he does his moment, he goes to her. And we shot it where the kiss works, where we kiss, and she's like, whoa. And we were like, all right. And then he goes, now this nerd needs to get killed.
Yeah, right.
So he's like, go in and then mention the boyfriend. And the idea of it was, it's that work crush you have.
Yeah.
But she never mentions her boyfriend because my character is not like a real threat.
Yeah.
So she likes him fine, but she's got somebody at home.
Yeah.
So then we shot that way, and as soon as we shot the rejected way, the director looked at me and he's like, yeah, that's the one going in the movie.
Yeah, that's the moment in the whole movie that we all remember. I love that movie.
Thanks, man. It's a lot of
I'm a big fan. Jake Johnson is there. DB, go ahead, man.
Yeah, so you got this movie Digging for Fire coming out, and there's a clip of you actually talking about that this happened to you in real life. You dug up a bone and a gun in your actual house, which inspired you to write this movie. After watching it, there's a lot of layers to the story, and it's like, you got a family who's dealing with their own little issues. Then it kind of goes into like some infidelity issues and stuff like that. Then you got the mystery of where the bone and the gun come from. And there's almost like a little bit of The Shining in there, because if you have a guy who's in his house and he's kind of driven to do stuff that he would normally do. So that's my own little interpretation. But anyway, how do you go from finding a gun and a bone to all this like marital issues and love and like everything like that?
Yeah. So the beginning of this movie is based off a true story. My wife and we were renting a place in Atwater Village. It was the first time we were renting a house. We had a backyard. So we got excited and we said, let's dig out the backyard and plant some stuff. So we had never done that. So we were digging really deep in the ground. And at a certain point, which one of the characters says, if you keep digging in the ground, you're just going to find a bunch of garbage. So I started finding garbage, but then I found a rusted gun that could have been a cap gun, it could have been a kid's gun, or one of those like lady 6-shooters from back in the day. And I was like, all right, that's a gun. And then I found a bone that was, about that size, pretty good. Looked like a leg bone. I guess it could have been a German Shepherd's bone, but I don't know what German Shepherd bone looks like. Okay. I found license plates. I found a plastic bag filled of bone that were chopped up.
Bones?
Bones. Now, it could have been animals' bones. I don't know.
All right.
So I'm back there in my yard digging, and I was like, my wife and I are like, what is going on? So I called the police. I called the LAPD, and I said, hey, I've been digging in my yard. I found all this stuff. And the lady goes, well, why are you telling me? And I'm like, I don't know, because you're the police. Is there something you want to do? And they go, it's not our job to dig out somebody else's garbage.
Wow.
They go, if you find a body, call us back. And I go, find a body? I was like, I found a gun, some bones, some license plates. I was like, these are the clues that I would think you guys would get excited about.
My God.
And they said no. They're like, you got to bring a body out of the earth and then we'll come. And so I talked to my wife and she's like, well, it's a rental place. It's not ours.
Yeah.
So conversation over. So then I called a bunch of buddies and I'm like, get some shovels. We're going on a Stand By Me mission to find a body. And so I called Joe Swanberg and I told him that idea. And he said, I think that's enough of a seed to do one of his movies. But he's like, it's not just about that. He's like, I also want to tell a story about a married couple and I want to build something out of that. So that was our kind of engine of this guy looking for a body in a rental place, and then we built a love story and a story about having kids and that kind of thing too.
Give that a round of applause, man. That was the best explanation of a movie I've heard since we've been sitting here, man.
Thanks, man.
That was great. And as you were talking, I felt like the same responses that the LAPD gave you about your situation in the backyard. You can understand where NWA was coming from, right? You know what I mean? Like it's all relatable now.
Yes, that's right. In my little example, I get it.
Right.
That's right.
Hilarious.
Jake Johnson, man. We got John from Texas on the line. John, what's up?
John, boy.
John, you there? John, go ahead. Say hello to Jake.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
What's up, man?
Hey, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Wow, that's what's up, man. You're a citizen.
Let's wait in the morning.
Thank you, guys. I got a question for Jake, man. I was actually wondering, man, I do watch The New Girl. I've watched it for quite some time. Love the show, love your character, love Schmidt's character, Matt Greenfield. I was just wondering if by any chance would you be doing, any movies with him? I mean, you guys' characters together are really good.
Yeah, I would love to. Max and I are really good friends. I think what's tricky about it and why it was easier doing something with Damon is because when Damon and I did Let's Be Cops, he wasn't back on the show yet. He had only done the pilot, and then we put Let's Be Cops together. We had a blast, and so we kind of begged him to come back to the show. But I think if Max and I were to do a movie right now, it would be hard for it not to be like a New Girl movie. But I love working with the guy. I find him unbelievably funny and talented and smart, and so I think if he and I do a movie, it'll probably be after the show ends.
All right. Hey, John, thanks for your call, man.
Thank you, guys.
All right, cool. R.I. Boogie in Chicago. R.I. Boogie, what up, man?
Boogie.
R.L. Boogie. What up, man?
What's happening? No, it's L Boogie, Sway.
Okay, my bad, dog. I'm bad.
It's good, man.
I thought because Lauryn Hill calls herself L Boogie, you wouldn't do that. But go ahead.
Yikes.
All right, go ahead, man. What's your question for
My fault, man. But no, I wanted to just congratulate Jake on this recent success, man. Well, not recent, but the success I just seen. You had me dying laughing at Let's Be Cops.
Thanks, man.
Hey, Sway, I'm a road warrior, man. I've been trying to get through the line 3-4 years listening to you, man. I finally get through now, man.
L Boogie.
Talk about my name, man.
Oh, no.
Hey, man, that's how you get acclimated in, man. Welcome to the family, L
We
Boogie.
won't forget you.
Hey, I love y'all.
All right, love you
make
too,
money
man.
together every morning, man.
That's what's up, man. And you're a citizen, bruh.
Of Sway in the morning. Be safe out there.
L Boogie.
Thank you, man.
All right, we coming back with Celebrity Wire and Tracy G. All right, 30 minutes into the hour. Jake Johnson has joined us, and Jake has a new movie, Digging for Fire, that's coming out in theaters August 25th, and it'll also be available on video on demand. He's officially I think.
A citizen,
right?
In the
You're a
morning.
citizen of Sway in the morning, man.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Be proud, man.
I'm proud.
That's like being a member of the Soho House or something.
Okay, great.
You know what I mean? It's elite. All right,
Wow.
Tracy, what you got?
Hello. All right. I feel like I'm really tempted to stop giving the benefit of innocent until proven guilty. And it's because of this story. So, Subway, the sandwich line.
Yeah.
They suspended their relationship with their pitchman, Jared Fogle. This happened early this year. We saw investigators raiding his home. That raid came more than 2 months after this guy, Russell C. Taylor, who's the executive director of the Jared Foundation, was arrested up in Indianapolis on federal child pornography charges. Jared, he put out a statement saying he was shocked at any allegations coming his way and that he had completely severed ties with this man who no longer working with him. But then I see a tweet from Subway saying, not F the suspension, but that they are no longer having a relationship with Jared at all. And I'm like, I dig a little deeper. Jared Fogle, ladies and gentlemen, and children, most importantly, is expected to plead guilty to charges related to possession of child pornography, and that has been reported by CNN.
Wow.
That is sad.
It is.
This is how stupid this guy is.
Yeah.
Break it down.
Apart from what he's doing, which is disgusting, obviously.
Yeah.
Let's not even talk about that. Let's just talk about simple business. This man is making millions of dollars a year to just be less fat and eat Subway sandwiches and take walks. That's it. And go on commercials with athletes and not do anything. Just go, look at me. I'm less fat than I used to be. He screws that up. And now he's going to put himself in jail with child porn?
Yeah.
He's dead in there.
It's a wrap, man.
He's the dumbest.
Yeah.
I have zero respect for this guy.
And they fuck you up in jail for that, too.
They should.
Somebody else is getting a foot long now.
Shower time, baby.
It'll be the first time he really wants a 3-inch.
Oh, improv. All right. Let me hit you with another story.
Tracy had to point out improv.
Is that ruining the improvisation moment?
Yeah, it's kind of killed us.
Fuck it. Moving on. This is a cautionary tale, all right, for all men who are tempted to risk it all on social media just for a little taste of a Twitter honey. Listen to what happened to Mike Epps, our friend Mike Epps, one of the funniest, most talented people. But he's not really talented when it comes to attempting to cheat on his wife. Yeah. So this is what happened. He got busted. He was on Twitter, and he hit up some random chick. Her name is Cece Citra. Pretty girl. Okay. Yeah, just from looking at her Abby. He says, hey. She says, LMAO, hello. I'm assuming that she's just surprised that Mike Epps is hitting her up. He goes straight in and says, are you on IG? She says, not anymore. Wasn't getting the likes I deserve. Mike Epps, I'm assuming, is like, all right, I'm going to give that girl some likes and some more. He says, DM me. But then swoop, out of nowhere comes his wife, Michelle Epps. That's her name on Twitter. And she puts the eyes that are like, what's going on here? Like the side-eye eyes, right? And then promptly after that, somehow this girl gets blocked from Mike Epps' Twitter account. Yeah. And I'm thinking it's because he got a quick little DM from his wife, like, all right, chill out. But for anyone who wants to make an attempt like this, let me just tell you that you don't have to have someone following you to DM them. DMing is now free for all, so you ain't got to try to creep out in the open.
I thought on Twitter, though, if you're on Twitter.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, you DM on Twitter, and it's open. You don't have to have someone following you.
Oh, I thought someone had to follow you.
No more, yo. They trying to help the
change
people
that?
out.
I got to say, in Mike Epps' defense, this is a tough thing to get killed about.
Okay, why?
He hasn't done anything that bad.
Yeah.
just saying like, "Hey, how are you?" to get killed on the radio for like as something as innocent as this, for like the stuff you could do and get busted for.
Yeah. Like you say hi to chicks on Twitter?
No comment.
Right.
I'm not going down like that here. I just got welcome in. I'm not getting killed. Mike Epps, you're on your own. Kill him.
Jake Johnson just blocked Heather B.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. Real life block.
Tracy G, thank you for the Celebrity Wire.
Of course, anytime.
You guys want to find out more about these great stories, hit her up directly. DM her.
DM me on Twitter. DM me on Instagram at It's Tracy G, ITS Terry ACYG. Also on Snapchat, It's Tracy G Snaps. And if you missed any part of the show, so super simple, you can just go to SiriusXM.com/on-demand and listen to it whenever you want.
That was improv, right?
Yes.
Okay. Jake, man.
I fucking hate
you. Jake, thanks for coming by,
thanks
man.
so much for having me.
Had a good time, man. I feel like I already,
Thank you.
you know, you meet people you only seen on screen and you feel like you already know them.
Yeah.
I feel like I already know you, man.
I feel the same way.
Yeah, you don't have to say that. I appreciate it, though, man. The movie is called?
Digging for Fire.
Okay, August 25th in theaters as well as on demand. Sounds like a great movie. DB gave it a thumbs up.
Thanks,
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.